Welcome back to the CBC Squash Courts. I'm here with Mr. Max. He's just won in one of the most contentious, one of the most close call victories I've seen so far. It was an extremely entertaining game. It was a dramatic game, a game with a lot of emotions tied to it. And so we're just going to take you through it. So now, during the game, there was an injury that happened, and then there was a bit of contention. And the calls were not exactly clear, but eventually it was resolved. So how did that affect your game?
If I remember correctly, it was actually 10-all, and it was the most crucial points in the game. And then when that happened, I realized, I reminded myself it happened to a lot of people, but normally I didn't expect it to happen with me. So, but when that happened, and then I listened what the ref has to say, it's a point against me. And then they were talking about 3 minutes break, and if the player can't play, then they were going to take 15 minutes, and then it would be a match again because I contributed the injury. But I mean, going back to the rules, if the player didn't give me clear direct access to the ball, then I mean, it's not my fault. But they were too squash smart, so I couldn't fight them. And to be quite frankly, I'm only playing squash since 2012, and I haven't got coaching at all. I just tried to convince myself, watching YouTube videos and all that and reading some squash books. And I'm 41 years old as I'm speaking to you right now. So for that, it put my game a little bit down, but I reminded myself, listen, even if I have to lose this game, coming to 3 match games, I'm not going to lose it. So that's actually what I reminded myself. Let me just focus on this. But it was hard to come back after 10-all, and then this injury break, my rhythm, everything was down. So it was out of proportion. I couldn't really handle that pressure anymore.
Yeah, and he's right, because all of us there, the crowd was in a bit of a stir. It really was a contentious call. Luckily, we did have video footage. And the impact was certainly there. You lost that round, but you did something remarkable. You came back, hitting all 3. So how did you do that? You said you've got no coaching. So how do you maintain that kind of mental discipline to say, okay, people, the rules are not in my favor, but I still need to play on?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
When I normally back at home, I do a lot of fitness training. I do it from home. I do some coaching here and there. So I just, after going through the first 2 games, I realized he was getting tight. And I also realized he wasn't really so flexible in court. So I decided, listen, I'm not going to go for mistakes, but I'm going to try to make him run. And then once I did it on the third game, and then I see he couldn't really come up with anything special or whatever, but I was trying to see that he was trying to play short. He wanted to finish the game as quickly as possible. I decided I'm not going to do that. Unless I have a opportunity, then I'll go for the kill. And that's actually what I did.
So exactly. So you drew out the game and you capitalized on his weakness, because really it was a situation of skill versus power and fitness.
100%.
And it was quite interesting to see how the 2 opponents managed. So in the beginning, obviously, before you had gotten used to your opponents and you were still figuring him out, so you were gauging things.
100%.
But afterwards, you managed to figure out a winning strategy. Let me tire him out, and from there I'll go for the kill.
100%.
So anyway, it was great seeing you. One of the best games. I think the crowd will certainly agree.
Thanks.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.